The gym definitely is about strength, but it also can help with things like motivation, mood, and energy. So let's talk about it. Okay, so I feel like a lot of people just think about the gym as you get stronger, you can put on muscle, and you'll be healthier. And that is all true, and those are all benefits of the gym. But the gym also just has a lot more to offer overall. So, first of all, I'm going to talk about your energy levels. And to those of you that don't work out, this is going to sound like the most confusing concept in the world, but there is something to it, and it has to do with a lot of like the endorphins your body releases and all that other stuff that I'm not going to get really very technical with it because honestly, part of it I don't even understand fully. But when you work out and you go like strain yourself in the gym and try it, just do any sort of workout. Obviously, there's going to be some level of fatigue after it from being tired, but genuinely, your energy will actually increase. You will feel more energized. And I'm dead serious when I say this. To me, now obviously I can't work out in the morning every day, but I like to work out in the morning. Why? Because obviously we've all know someone out there that like you can't talk to them because they have their morning coffee or whatever, right? Me, I'm kind of like that where I need my coffee, or caffeine for me, but I also kind of need a workout. I just need to get up, get moving, and do something in the morning. There's just something to that. Now, part of it probably is like the sense of accomplishment, knowing like, oh, I did something, I did this today. It's that. But there's also something to just getting your body in motion and being like, okay, like the bang, the day started, we're moving, we're going, we're doing things today, like bang, we're going, right? So that's the first one in the sense of the gym. Obviously, we talked about the physical benefits with like the strength, putting on muscle size, health, and all that. But the gym also can be so beneficial to your energy levels. And I'm going to keep referencing this a couple times in this video, but I had my wisdom tooth taken out, what would it be, 3-4 days ago now, and I haven't been able to work out since. And genuinely, I've just been tired every day. And I'm literally doing nothing. Like, I'm not working right now. I'm doing nothing. I'm literally just sitting at home. And I'm more tired than when I work out. The only comparison would be like when I do like 2-a-days, maybe that's about where I am right now. But like, you would not think that. You'd think I'd be more energized when I'm not working out, but it's completely the opposite. So the next one kind of coincides with that energy one, and it is motivation. You would be amazed how much just getting up and starting to move will allow you to feel some level of motivation to do things. Like a lot of times, if I'm really struggling to get to doing something, I'll just go for a walk. Genuinely, just even like that low level exercise is great for allowing you to motivate yourself to do it. Because the other thing is, while you're doing that walk, let's say you need to plan out how you're going to do work, whatever your work is for, let's say, the next 2 hours. You know, you got 2 more hours of work to do there, right? If you go for a 10-minute walk, a 20-minute walk, whatever it is, just something quick. Like, you don't need to go walk hundreds of miles, just something quick. If you go do that during that walk, you can also start planning out how you're going to do it. So that then when you go to sit down to actually do that work that you had no motivation to do before, bang, now you have a plan for it. Now that's just a light form of exercise. Now for me, it also works the same where like when I go to work out, I like to immediately after my workout, like I'm going to shower and eat. But like I just want to get everything I have to for the day done. Like I'm just going to go bang, 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 get everything done so that I can do it all and then be done. But I will say, like on my rest days, like I find it a lot harder to just like get things done. Like I don't really have like that motivation or that drive to do anything. And I think some of it might be going back to what I was talking about earlier with like just that sense of accomplishment, knowing like, yeah, no, I wasn't weak today. Like I got up, I did what I had to, I grinded, and bang. So now I'm ready to do this other thing, whatever it is. So the gym also is massive on motivation. And the last one is probably the most profound in my opinion, but it is your happiness / mood is kind of how I wrote it down, because I've noticed that I feel like it's a very difficult thing to quantify in a sense, but I'm certain of it that my like baseline level of happiness is so much higher over the past couple of years that I've been consistently working out. Like I'm just genuinely almost always in a better thought pattern or area than I had been previously. So with that, like I think the most notable way that I feel this is like as I said, I haven't worked out in a couple days, and I can just feel it. I'm like just not as happy as I usually am. Same thing with like when I've taken long vacations where I was overseas or wherever, and I just like have way less, like I'm just like, my general level of like happiness is just lower. So being able to get those consistent workouts in just allows you to feel happier. And it's one of those things that you almost take for granted because it just sets you up kind of with a new baseline rather than like a feeling that you notice every day. It's not like a spike every day of happiness, it's a baseline. It would be like if you went from making, let's say, $40,000 a year to like $70,000 a year, right? Like, this isn't gonna be complete, like it's definitely a big increase in money, but it's not like you went from $40,000 a year to $10 million a year. Like, it's not like you're in a totally different bracket, right? But what that does is like now, like baseline level of things, like maybe at 40,000 you were living paycheck to paycheck. Now you're living like, okay, well, like we got a little bit in the bank, we got a little saved up, you know, like it changes just that baseline where you just know there's like, in that example, I think there's that steady income of that extra $30,000 that just keeps you going. But if you then had to go back to that other job for a couple weeks, like it would throw you off, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how, that's like the best example I could give you because I don't fully know how to put it into words. You just feel it. You just can feel how much happier generally you are. And I forget which university released the study, but there was one of the universities in America that released a study showing that exercise was actually equivalent, and if not better in some cases, than some antidepressants that were given to patients to treat depression. Which anyone who goes to the gym, you tell them that, maybe they don't believe it's as effective, but like they would 100%, like anyone who goes to the gym will tell you like, no, it's just a way to like cool off if you had a rough day. It just is such an amazing emotional regulation tool, working out is. And I think that's why you just have that general baseline level of happiness because you're just more emotionally regulated like all the time. So with that said, like obviously, like I've said at the beginning of this video, like a couple times, yes, the gym can help you with those physical things, which that is definitely like why I go, but it's also these mental aspects are why I go. Honestly, if you ask most gym rats, depending on the day, they're going to the gym for a different reason. Like when I finally get to start lifting again, it's gonna be more for my mental than my physical. Like I just need it mentally. I need to get back in there, and I just know it'll be able to elevate my mood again. Obviously, there are days where you're going in for physical, but the best part is you don't have to pick why you're going there every day. You get to go every day, and you get to feel the benefits and reap the rewards of your hard work every day anyway. So with that said, even if you don't want to go to the gym for some of the physical reasons, maybe you don't care to be muscularly bigger or be stronger, go for some of these cognitive and motivational, energy, happiness, mood. Go for some of the reasons like that, please. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you start going to the gym more consistently, or send this to someone else to get them to start going to the gym. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next Sunday at 5 p.m. Catch you there.